to Pilates Fusion here with me, Marie Green. We are on day or session 26 for our 30 sessions of Pilates Fusion that I layer in between 30 sessions of yoga practice, and they are here for you who would like to deepen or have a goal of completing 30 sessions of maybe one or maybe both. We also do Pelvic Clock for this session, so lay down onto your mat and we'll start with 6 and 12, which is we're coming flat onto our sacrum and the shoulder blades, and our arms are next to the hips. Press the head, adjust the shoulder blades underneath you, so sacrum is even, lower back is slightly lifted. You can even put your hand underneath your lower back, and then from there we're going to use our lower abs or all of our abdominals and come and scoop the belly button in and close the gap between your mat and your lower back, and I'll call that 12 o'clock. There is a lot of pelvic clocks out there to learn about, and here we are in the 12 o'clock, and then we'll go down to tip of tailbone 6 o'clock, and then we'll do that a few times to untie knots, loosen up into lower back, align rotators, hip flexors, lower abdominals, ligaments and tendons around our hips. Now the key is to only use our lower abs, and glutes are passive, legs, quads, hamstrings are passive. So we go 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. Arms are nice and long next to our hips. 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. And we'll do another 4 here and another 3 and another 2 and one more 12 and one more 6 o'clock, and then we'll come to neutral spine and take a block between our knees. Maybe you have any other sort of perhaps Pilates equipment, maybe a ball, maybe you use a ring or something just to help us to hold the midline. Hands behind the head, and we have a right to chest lifts. Pull the belly button in and elbows slightly up to the side. Fingers are supporting but also relaxed into the back of the head, and we use our abdominals to lift up and lower down, and lift and lower as we squeeze the block and find our midline, lifting and lowering and lifting and lowering and lifting and lowering and lift and lower, and we squeeze the block, we lift and lower and lift and lower, and again lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower, and again lift and lower and lift and lower, and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale, and again 4 more and 3 more and 2 more and 1 more, and then we'll take it up as far up as we can, and pulse 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 and pulse. We keep on pulsing for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll bring it back down and take the block behind our head, and from here have our hands underneath our sacrum. The head is supported, our neck does not have to push or pull. We'll put our knees over our hips, and our hands are underneath the sides of the sacrum to help us engage lower abs and then we'll extend our legs at an angle forward and back in, and bringing them forward and knees over hips, and to the front and knees over hips, and extend and knees over hips, and again extend and knees over hips. And we can imagine having like 100-pound weight on our belly. That will help us to keep those abdominals engaged, lower back in the mat, and building strength and stability into our core. We'll do another 8 here, feet together, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2 more, and 1 more. Let's hold them out away at an angle. Point and flutter our legs from the core. Relax shoulders and neck, scoop the belly button in. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, bring the knees back in, and take a pause with our feet down. And we'll take a little pause, and then we're going to do alternative arm and leg, alternating arm and leg, palms together and legs to tabletop. And we'll take our right arm and the left leg away from each other, and the bicep goes towards the ear and not beyond. Back to center, left arm, right leg, bicep to ear and not further. Back in. Right arm, left leg, center. Left arm, right leg, center, and switch. And back to center, and switch, and back to center, switch, center, lower back in the mat. There's a nice push and pull and connection from shoulder to hip. And we'll keep on going for another 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4. There should be a nice burn in the belly. 3 more, and 2 more, and last 1 here. And knees to chest. I hope you are feeling that. Knees to chest, and put our feet down. Take our block to the side. From here, bring your hands underneath your knees, roll your way up, and we are coming to tabletop. Spreading the fingers, tucking the toes under, and cat-cow 5 times. Expand back body, contract the front side, shoulders away from ears, and inhale, and exhale, belly button in, and slowly come back to neutral spine, and exhale, and inhale, massaging our organs and building front support. Exhale and inhale. One more for good measure. I think that makes it 5, maybe even 6. And slowly from there, come to center. We're going to step our way out into plank pose. Maybe you step your knees down a little bit and you are in plank with your hands and knees, maybe toes are down, and we'll take 10 breaths here for our plank, front support, building that front side, building determination. By all means, use your hand supportive holders if you needed to, if you have those at home. If the wrists are not happy doing your plank pose, then build up accordingly. Maybe you are rolling a mat for support underneath. Maybe you are simply holding your plank. Forearms is a good alternative as well. Here we are. Push the hands away, push the floor away, lift the rib cage, and we'll stay right here for another 3 breaths. And 2 more breaths. And we'll do 1 more. And then from here, come down, legs together, untuck toes, child's pose. And then we'll make our way out for 10 push-ups, perhaps on knees like me. Some of you might be doing them on your toes. 1 more breath. And slowly coming out. And I'm stepping my knees back and crossing my ankles, sipping pubic bone to belly button, and shoulders and wrists are stacked. Chaturanga push-ups, elbows into the chest, and we lower and lift, and lower and lift, and lower and lift. And get triceps heavily involved. Sometimes they are a little bit forgotten. I think we are on 5. Can we do 5 more? 5 and 4 and 3 more and 2 more and last one right here. And take your way up into downward facing dog and walk your feet in. Come to elephant pose, heels down, and press the palms, arch the spine, expand back body, hold the front side, and then come and sit onto your knees. And that is our complete Pilates fusion for today. And I encourage you to join me in the next practice, which is a hip opening, front and back, and our spine into our wheel pose. If that calls you, please come along into the next practice. And I look forward to seeing you in either that one or in any of my other classes here on YouTube. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.